Good evening, everyone. This is Rooftop Sports, and here I am to do some Sonics basketball. I got to put on this hat. I got to do it right. And yes, we are about to do some Sonics basketball. It's going to be between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Seattle SuperSonics. We are going to it's going to be between Allen Iverson and Jamie Watson, but let's just get right to it. Going to go hit that time machine. All right, here we go. It's going to be Philadelphia. All right, where does it simulate through the day? That's what it's going to be. Yeah, I'm going to have to play my starters. I wanted to bench some of the players, but thing is, got to at least bring the fans in, give them what they want. Just leave it at that. It's going to be the same players. No Allen Iverson today. Okay, if I knew that, then I wouldn't have played basically anyone, but yeah, you want to keep the starters in. Wow. Sonics are just going to absolutely destroy the 76ers. Oh, yeah, because Iverson's out for the season. I forgot. Here's Watson for 3, and he misses. All right, here's Jamie Watson. And here's Stevens for 3. Nope. He's not going to make it. And now here comes Eric Snow. Now here's Adrian Griffin to Tyrone Hill. And he goes for it. And he makes it. 76ers are actually off to a pretty good start. Looks like Eric Snow's been the one stepping up the most. And now Tyrone Hill with the steal. Now here's BJ Armstrong. And he misses. Here's Adrian Griffin. And he's fouled. And now he's going to go to the line. Here's James. Now here's Jamie Watson. Now there's Joe Stevens, and he makes it. Now here's Eric Snow. Oh, man, Jerome James just embarrassing. Watson trying again for 3. Rodman with the rebound. Here's James. And he's fouled, and he hits, and he's going to go to the line. And he makes it. I got to tell Jay Trident Podcast that AI is out for the night, out for the season. I'm going to tell him that right now. Just realized that Allen Iverson is out for the season. Now here's Griffin, and he makes the shot. And Watson. And here's Eric Snow for 3. What? Eric Snow, not that he made a 3 or anything. Here's James. And he gets the rebound. Now here's Adrian Griffin. Here's Tyrone Hill with the jumper. Now here's Greiger, and he makes it. Stevens for 3. He makes it, and now they are within 3. Here's Snow for 3. And that Rodman, he is fouled and makes the free throw. Now here's Stevens with another 3-pointer. He makes it again. And a steal by Jamie Watson. And he'll go for that quick dunk. And Lewis with the rebound. Here's Stevens for 3. Armstrong for 3. Oh, putback slam. Now here's Jerome James. Oh, with the nice dunk. And timeout has been called. And Rodman with the goaltend. Here's Stevens for 3. Here's Aaron McKee. Makes the layup. Now here's Watson to Dennis Rodman. And misses. Now here's Aaron McKee. Oh, with the dunk and the foul. And he is going to go to the line for a chance for a 3-point play. And makes the free throw. Now here's Jerome James. And he makes it again. Here's Lewis. The James. Here's Stevens for 3. Now here's Parker. Blocked by Rodman. And James gets it back. And now here's Stevens going for another 3. No, and this crowd was about to explode. Here's Eric Snow, and he is fouled by Jamie Watson, and they are going to the line. Stevens for 3. Now here's Lewis, wide open for 3. Nope. And now it's 28-22. Stevens for 3. Now 30-22. Now here's Honeycutt. Goes for a jumper. And rebound. Here's Williams. And he misses. Aaron McKee with the rebound. Here's McKee for 3. And rebound Young. Here comes Sean Respritz trying to dribble his way. Williams for 3. Oh, of course he makes it. From downtown. And now here's Resprit. And out of bounds. He couldn't get to it on time. Honeycutt for 3. Oh, blocked by McCoy, I think. Now here is Young. Makes the nice layup. Nice pass. And it's 30-27 Philadelphia. BJ Armstrong is taking it up. It looks like he was traded to the 76ers in response to Allen Iverson's injury. Now here's Armstrong. Here's Hughes for 3. And he makes it. Now here's McCoy. And the foul. He falls on his back. But he's going to go to the line for a chance for a 3-point play. And he makes it. Uh-oh, looks like someone made a 3-pointer or something. Here's McCoy. I think they should get him some more touches. And loses the ball. And Tyrone Hill with the dunk. Now here's BJ Armstrong, and he's going to go for the nice little layup. There's Williams for 3. And here's Hughes for 3, and he makes it. Resprit from downtown. He misses it. And now here's Adrian Griffin. Armstrong for 3. And the lead is completely blowing up. Here's Resprit for 3. Nope, he misses it. Now, yeah, I'm going to call a timeout. I got 60 seconds. All right, can the Sonics make a comeback? I don't know. Lewis for 3, he makes it. Now the starters are back. Maybe they could make a difference. Now here is Tyrone Hill. And that's going to be out of bounds, but somehow Sonics basketball. Here's Stevens for 3. He makes it. Now here's Geiger. Now here's Hughes. And Rodman with the rebound. And here comes Rashard Lewis. Here's James to Rodman. Back to James. And he misses it. And almost a steal. Here's Hughes going for the jumper. And James will get that rebound. Now here is Watson with the dunk. Here's Rashard Lewis. He makes it. Here's Adrian Griffin. And James with the rebound. Now here's Stevens for 3. Nope. And a 3-pointer. Sonics have kind of came back a little bit. Now here's Jerome James. And he's fouled, and he will go to the line. And makes the free throw. And makes it again. Oh, and James, oh, he can't make it. And a 3-pointer. And Rodman with the rebound. And he's fouled, and he's going to go to the line. Oh, no. James is going to miss the free throw. And that's the end of it. Here's Watson, and he makes it. Oh, no, it's a steal by Philadelphia. And here comes Eric Snow. And blocked by Watson. Nice defensive play. Now here's Rashard Lewis to James. And nope, he's not going to make it. Here's Lewis for 3. He makes it. And James with the rebound. And here's Rodman. Nice pass by Watson. Now here's Greiger. And he's fouled, and he'll go to the line. Here's Lewis for 3. And now it's only a 5-point game as the Sonics are quietly roaring back. And now here's Eric Snow. He dishes it out. Nice pass. Oh, nice play. Gave it to Adrian Griffin for 3. And that was a smart pass. Lewis, another 3-pointer, and he makes it again. He has now 12 points. Stevens has 17 points. Here's Eric Snow. Here's Griffin. Oh, blocked by Watson again. And now here is Watson to Stevens. Lewis for 3. And misses. Now here's James. Oh, he misses again. Here's Eric Snow again. Here's Greiger. Oh, he misses, makes it, but nice pass by Eric Snow. Here's James. He is fouled, and he's going to go to the line. And makes the free throw. And he makes it. And here's Stevens. Goes for the deep 3. And no one's boxing out for rebounds. And now here is McKee. Blocked again. And it's Sonics basketball. That's what I love about Jamie Watson's defense. Watson has 3 blocks, leading the entire team. Here's Rodman. And he misses it. And now it's a steal by Watson. It's going to be a little cute. And Stevens with the dunk. Stevens now has 19 points on 3 rebounds. Now here's Watson. And Rodman with the rebound. Watson goes for a shot. Rodman with another rebound. Lewis for 3. Oh! 15 points for Lewis. He is now 6 of 8. Now here's Honeycutt. Now here's Shaw. Here's Stevens for 3. Another block by Watson. That is 4 blocks. And here's Rodman. Now they are down by just 4. And timeout has been called. And that is a foul. And rebound Williams. Gets it to Resprit. Back to Williams for 3. And misses. And Lister. Here's Williams for 3. And he makes it. And now they are bringing it within 1. 60 seconds left. Here's Honeycutt. And Snow with an open 3. Resprit with the rebound. And now here's Williams. Sean Resprit is wide open, but way out. Here's Lister. Oh, he's blocked. Just absolutely smothered. Now here's Eric Snow to McKee. And blocked. But it's going to be 76ers ball. Now here's Young. And now here, oh no, Williams for 3. Nope. And that's going to be rebound. And there's Aaron McKee. He gets the dunk. Now here's Shammond Williams going for the buzzer beater. Nope. Not going to make that one. Nobody from Bring Back Our Sonics is talking. And no one's watching. It's only the YouTube people that are watching it. Now here's Watson. Bringing their starters back. Here's Stevens for 3. And that's rebound. Now here's James, and he makes it. He has 8 points in the paint. And a 3-pointer attempt. Oh, he makes it. That's Larry Hughes. He is 5 for 5 from downtown. Now here's Watson. He is fouled. And he's going to go to the line. And makes the free throw. Makes it again. Lewis for 3. Oh! Rashard Lewis with 18 points. He is 4 of 6 from downtown. And the Sixers are only up by 1. Here's Geiger. And James gets a rebound. Here comes Watson. Now here's James. And he misses, but that was a really good attempt. That really, I felt like that should have went in. Now 3-pointer by Eric Snow, and Watson with the rebound. Now here's James. 14 points on 5 of 12, 6 rebounds. And a near steal. And here's Snow for 3. Eric Snow from downtown. He has been facilitating the ball really well. Here's Rodman. He is fouled. And he will go to the line. And he makes the free throw. Gonna try to tie the game. He makes it. And stolen by Watson. He's going to go for the alley-oop. Rodman gets the rebound. Here's Watson going for the 3. No, and Rodman gets another rebound. He keeps it alive. Here's Rodman. Watson. And here's Rodman again. Oh, and he was going to go to the line. Going to go for 2 free throws. He misses it. And misses again. How many rebounds does Rodman have anyway? Rodman has 8 rebounds. Oh, no. Sixers now take the lead. Wait, why isn't he passing the ball? Oh, there's got to be some kind of a glitch going on. Made me call a timeout. Game is scripted, I can tell you that. And here's Shammond Williams. Here's Respite for 3. Can't make it. Now here's Young. He's fouled. And he's going to go to the line. I think that was Aaron McKee that was fouled. And misses the free throw. Respite for 3. Here's Respite. Nope. And out of bounds. Yeah, this bench really cannot do it. I basically just benched them to give them a breather, but they're going to be back in full force. Bench has not been good. Timeout's been called. Team moves the ball better, at least for today, with Watson as the point guard. Watson today, he has 8 points, 2 rebounds, 13 assists, 3 steals, and 4 blocks. He's absolutely ridiculous today. Here's McKee and makes the 3-pointer. Here's James, and he gets the nice fake. Oh, and he gets it in. James now has 16 points. Pretty sure the Sonics are going to want to extend James going into the next season. And he is fouled. Here's McKee, and he makes the shot. Here's McKee. Oh, he makes it. I think they're going to have to bring in Shammond Williams somewhere. They don't really have room for him. Here's Rodman. Stevens for 3. And in and out. And Sonics are struggling. And just like Stevens has been struggling in this entire quarter. More like half. Here's Eric Snow. Here's Greiger. He makes it. Timeout's been called. They're gonna yank him out. They're gonna put in Shammond Williams as the shooting guard. They're gonna try to see if he can provide some scoring punch in the last 2 minutes. Williams for 3. Yep, he makes it. That's exactly what they brought him in for. He has 12 points on 4 of 7 from downtown. Here's McKee. And now here's Watson with the rebound. Here's Williams again. Oh, he does it again. And that is now brought in within 5. And fouled by James, and now looks like they are getting close to the limit. Watson has been their best player so far. Here's Adrian Griffin to McKee for 3. And Rodman with the rebound. Here comes Rashard Lewis. And he might go all the way with the dunk. And the Sonics are now down by 3. Timeout 76ers. Now here's Eric Snow. Gonna try to slow it down. Double teamed. Eric Snow is the former member of the Seattle SuperSonics. Here's Aaron McKee and Rodman with his 10th rebound of the game. And they have an opportunity. Here's Watson, and he gets it within one. And now the Sonics are inching it close. And the fans are up on their feet. They're going absolutely wild, as they should. And now here is Aaron McKee needs some help. And here's the and that silenced the crowd. They still have time though. That was Lewis for three. Oh, he ties the game. And now it is just a minute left. And the fans are again going crazy. And Watson with the steal. Snow's trying to keep up on defense. He gets the nice oh no, he loses it. Watson tried the behind the back and it just didn't work. Now here's Eric Snow with a jumper. And James with the rebound. What are they going to do here? They can hold it. And James sets the screen. Here's Lewis with a nice pass. Oh, James lost the ball. Oh, Jerome James, why? And timeout's been called by the Sixers. Rohana, hello. Thank you for being on the show. Hit that like button and subscribe, as we have a very intense Sonics game. Let's keep it up. There's Armstrong. He tries to go in. Oh, but it's a kickball violation, but it is 76ers ball still. Now here's Armstrong. And now here's Eric Snow being guarded. Here's Tyrone Hill. And here's Snow for three. Oh! Eric Snow from downtown, and timeout has been called. Eric Snow buries the three against his former team. And now they're just going to have to bring in all of their best shooters possible. Oh my goodness, what did I just see? I think obviously they're going to try to get it to Williams. Stevens will inbound. Now here's Williams. He has the opportunity. Going to go for the tie. Oh, no. And that is it. The game is over. Oh, the Sixers, they inched out the Sonics, a team without Allen Iverson. Just narrowly beat the Sonics. It was on an Eric Snow last-minute three-pointer. And the Sonics are just walking out in absolute disgust. What an absolutely insane game that was. Oh my goodness. It was Eric Snow with that cold-blooded three-pointer. But here's the stats. Rashard Lewis with 23 points on 9 of 11. He should have gotten a lot more touches. Stevens just struggled in the second half. Jerome James, he bobbled the ball a lot. Shammond Williams, 15 points. Jamie Watson, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 17 assists, 4 steals, 4 blocks, and 4 turnovers. How did Eric Snow do? He had 14 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, and 4 turnovers. Rodman had 10 rebounds. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe it. Well, that's going to do it. I am taking off. But thank you very much for watching this show. You just watched the thriller. Too bad the Sonics didn't win. But I am taking off. And I think now the Sonics now have 40 losses. Oof. But everyone, have a good night.